Morning everybody, welcome to the 26th of January 2022. That's the dog you can hear in the background. She's about as excited about today as I am. So today I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to make a video in a day based around a concept I've been watching on another channel on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to Beau Miles, jump on his channel. It's down there or there or there. I haven't quite worked out the whole YouTube thing yet. So one of Beau's driving things at the moment is have an adventure in your own backyard. So based around the fact that the dog keeps chucking the ball to me, wait right there. I'm going to have an adventure in my own backyard. So here's the plan. I've written a list. First up, I'm going to have a sleep in. I've just come off 8 days of work and I'm a little bit weary. Where's my list? So here's my list. Make a list. Done that, tick. I'm already in front. Have a cuppa. I've had 2. Still in front. Make an intro video. Talk about stuff and the list. Here we are. I'm going to mow the lawn. Yeah, no, probably not. It's hot, it's steamy, and it rained last night. So the lawn, yeah, it needs to grow some more. So I can tick that one off as well. See, 4 for 4. I'm going hard. Chop some wood. Yeah, going to do that. You'll see more of that later. Dig a hole. Might even dig 2. I'm going to have another cuppa about then. I'm going to make some concrete because the 26th of January is all about making concrete, and that's been a long-standing tradition. I'm going to barbecue a sausage because it's the 26th of January and I can. Then I'm going to have a nana nap, or I might fix the horse float. Not really sure on that one yet. Depends how hot it gets. Depends how much I'm really feeling it. And then I'm going to celebrate life. And that brings me to the important part about this video. Today's the 26th of January. It's another day in Australia. Now, depending on where you're from and who you are and what you do, it's a bit political. People get emotional. People get excited. All right? Whatever your opinion about the 26th of January, respect other people's opinions. All right? Because ultimately, if you're born in Australia, you live in Australia, or you've come to Australia, every day in Australia is Australia Day, not just the 26th of January. So for the 80% of people out there who think Australia's the best place in the world and are getting on with it, I'm with you. For the 20% of people who are sitting out there today, either being a bit stupid about being a white Australian, or being sad because they're an Indigenous Australian, I respect your opinions. Respect mine. All right? My opinion today is we're going to have an adventure in the backyard. Me and that dog, and maybe some other people, just because doing things by yourself is no fun. And the last thing on my list today is to publish this video by sunset, or shortly thereafter. Now, I'm not the greatest video editor in the world. I mean, does this face look like it knows how to use stuff like a computer? No, but we'll have a go. So today, whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing, get out, have an adventure in your own backyard, and just celebrate being Australian, because where else would you rather be? Let's get into it. A brief segue. I was born in Australia and I love it. Never left. Kind of want to, can't, thanks Corona, but I'm accepting it, right? Same as everybody else, mostly everybody else. There's a few people who are emotional about that too. But I want to tell you a couple of things. I work in an office with, as best I can count, 10 different nationalities from around the world. We've got every continent covered, even Siberia. I mean, Who would come from Siberia to Australia? People who like warm weather and who like Australia. If you're born in Australia, you understand what this place is all about. But I can tell you the most passionate Australians I know weren't born here. They've come here, they've made it their home, they've embraced everything we do, and every day I see them excel because they're in Australia. So I want you to remember that. We live in the best country in the world. Unless you live somewhere else and you think that's the best country in the world. And I respect your opinion, because I don't live there, I live here, all right? So just remember, we're all here to have a good time and chuck the ball for the dog again and again and again. And that'll go on all day. So enough ranting, enough preaching. I'm not a very political person. Again, with a face like this, you don't do politics. But thanks for listening, and I'm still not mowing the lawns. It's too bloody hot. Welcome to Australia. So as you can see, the lawns clearly don't need mowing because I'm trying to breed lions and tigers. 5 mil of rain last night and the garden's loving it. I mean, where else would you rather be than in the garden? The roses are looking great, potatoes are growing. Get out of the shade. Work my magic stick again. The zucchinis this year are the size of small basketballs. Plenty of weeds. See? I mean, check it out. Check it out. That lawn over there needs mowing as well. There goes the rubbish truck. Need to finish painting the house. Yeah, that's not happening today. Might sit on that chair over there. Let's go sit on the chair. So, looks like it's ball chucking time. Still got to paint the house. It hasn't changed. You can see the length of the lawn. Oh no, Pepper's decided. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pepper's movie debut. Ready, dog? Righto, let's go dig a hole. Okay, job number 1, dig a hole. And listen to the sound of a lawnmower. Again, best part about the 26th of January, most of us have got the day off. You can do what you want. Old mate over there, he's mowing. He's my hero. But I'm not mowing. So this here is a weeping jasmina rose. It cost me a little bit. And while it looks like it's planted in the pot, it's actually in the ground. I just wanted to put a pot around it to protect it from this green weed that grows everywhere. And while I call it a weed, it does a bloody good job of keeping the snails happy. Our mission is to take that metal wagon wheel, which cost me 40 bucks from the local recycling shop, and put it up at the same height as that there. Then we're going to put some wire over the top and make the rose grow. But first job, let's dig a hole. We'll see how long it takes us. So before the rain, I did water this hole a little bit, so it's not too bad digging wise. Your aim, get 600 mil down, put a post in it, fill it full of concrete. So as you can tell, a few of today's jobs might be linked in together. Good dirt around here, good red soil, easy to dig. But if it gets a bit hard, like it did in the drought, all you gotta do is pour a bit of water in, go and have a cup of tea, which it is nearly cup of tea time, and then wait. But that little bit of tape there, that's our goal. And we're nearly there. Somewhere down here, there is also a watering line. Feeds the house. So I'm kind of hoping not to find that on a public holiday where the plumbers are probably 6 beers in already and having a ball, because that's how they roll. One more. Okay, best $20 investment ever from Bunnings, and one 600mm deep hole. Pretty happy. Might take a minute or two to get my breath back, go for a wander around the front yard. No birds in this morning, nice and green though. But what I do notice is there's another hole to dig, so let's get into it. I think this is definitely the hardest part of today. Digging holes. And not sounding like an old bloke who's got not much energy today. But I reckon we're 4 turns from the bottom. I'm going to stop for a minute. I'll come back when we're done. Alright, 2 holes dug. There's no need to watch me dig a hole. It is very boring and I hope you're still with me. So, wagon wheel's back in place. We're going to cut these brackets off, or the bolts. Keep the little bracket on the left, put it on the post. Same deal going on here. This hole's not quite as deep, but I ran into a very big tree root. So let's go find some posts. And that's about how much dirt you get out of 2 holes. So I'm going to lose that dirt over there. I've been trying to fill that hole in for a couple of years, and we'll keep recycling. Before we get to the posts, I just remembered that my gate doesn't want to open. unfortunately. Oop, camera's going a bit silly. Haven't fed the birds today. So we get, oh, look at that, that's perfect. Don't have to fill the bucket. So we get cockatoos, sulphur crested, we get galahs, so there's a galah or two around the yard, mainly me. Lots of parrots. And we have a resident home of 5 magpies. And if you like birds and you want to see what you've got, feed them. But if you've got magpies, don't feed them meat. Try not to feed them at all because they become reliant on it and they can't forage for themselves. So we'll come back a bit later. We'll see if we've found a galah. Now, posts. Look at that dog. Veggie garden, looking a little bare. It's been a funny year this year. Lots of tomatoes. Not a big tomato fan. Got to re-varnish the seat. That's another job for another day. Squash, other cucumbers. I can never tell. I think they're squashes. Fruit trees. Oh look, the roses again. So never throw anything away. Don't be stupid and keep everything that's crap. But if you think you might be able to use something later on, keep it. Up here behind the big toilet, what we got? A couple of square posts. That'll do the job nicely. Work this thing around, see? Never throw anything away. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but let's grab these 2 posts down here. See if I can point them, these 2 here, and I'll come back in a minute. Alright, 2 poles installed. As you can see, a couple of A-frames holding them up nice and straight. A little bit later on, when we make the conch, pour in the holes, we'll level them up. So you can see the basic concept now. Post on each side, big ring in the middle. So a couple of critical things to check. Is the gap at the bottom as wide as the ring? Is the gap at the top as wide as the ring? And are they up and down? And that's one job done. Next up, go and have a cuppa, and then we might chop some wood. Do you hear that? That's the sound of Cecil. Cecil B the mixer. So they're tipping 10 mil of rain later. And being as it's January the 26th, it's concrete time. nothing better than steamy concrete on a steamy day. Yeah, I'll call that a win. Looks good. Righto. Cross that list off the job off the list. Time for a glass of water, then we might cut some wood. Okay, we may have had a minor boo-boo here. So the posts are up and down and all in looking great. If I come around this side, you know, try and line them up, they look great, but they're not parallel face to face. But I think I know how to solve that. This wheel ring here, obviously the wheel doesn't have flat surfaces. We'll cut those bolts out another day, stand it up. If I need to, I'll bang a packer in the back here and line it all up. I mean, let's be serious, it's garden art. No one really cares, except me. It'll look fantastic. So anyway, let's go cut some wood. I'm ready. Okay, all the cleanup's done. Excess concrete in the buckets. Best thing I've ever found for making stepping stones or wheel chocks or, you know, blocks for something. Don't ever waste concrete. Find a job and use it. A couple of people have asked last couple of weeks about the tractor, where we're up to. Trevor, hopefully tomorrow, maybe Monday, I'm going to grind his crack and glue him up. I've got a starter solenoid to change and then he's done. And then it's time to pull Herbie apart. He's got some wiring issues. And I'm still waiting on the loader to arrive, but it'll happen. So Cecil's all washed up, all done. I'm going to have a little break because I'm sweaty as hell. And then we're going to start turning big logs into little logs. So see you soon. So if you look at my house, you'll notice that the roof line isn't exactly straight and flat. This house is 85 years old and it's got some very old tree stumps under it. So we reckon the trees that went under the house are about 350 years old because we've cut one up. The house is 80 years old and it's time to level it out and work out how to put some new stumps under it. As such, I've got 240 sleepers on the way, and this is the first 72 cut from Cyprus, from out at Barradine, by a fellow by the name of Joe, and they're a spectacular wood. So they're 2.5, just over 2.5 long. We're going to cut them up into 500mm sections, and then when we go under the house, and there'll be another video another day, we're just going to Jenga block them and make it look great. So I'll work out how to do a time lapse and we'll cut some sleepers. Alright, well that was a dismal failure. So I'm going to have to buy a bigger saw, because I can tell you with 240 to cut or more, I'm not flipping every log 4 times. I'm too old and too tired. However, the concept is at play. So this is the plan for under the house. Obviously they're not going to be that tall, but pardon me, concept's there. Alrighty, apologies for the camera. So we can cross cut wood off the list. Next up, I might go and have a shower and wash some sawdust off, because I smell like a tree. I've got to move those pots over to there, and then if I can get the camera to come around, we're going to have a look at this problem in my life. See you soon. Alright, it's 11:50. Hit the midpoint of the day in our backyard adventure. It's currently about 1,000,000 degrees and it's about to rain if you look over my shoulder. After lunch, which is going to be a barbecued sausage because it's the 26th of January, and I would have had one yesterday but I was at work, and I might have one tomorrow because I'm not at work. But yeah, it's halfway. We're going good. I hope you're enjoying this this little day we have. We've had some good, got some bad, got some pretty ugly. Them 2 posts, yeah. But I'm not digging the concrete out. Anyone that wants to dig concrete out is more than welcome to come around when I'm not here next. And please ignore my daughter in the background. She's cranky because I made her come out and stack wood. So yeah, come back after lunch, go and cook yourself a sausage. I'm going to go and wash some cypress pine off, and me and Pepper are going to chuck the ball and chill out for a while. See you soon. Righto everybody, the commission has called time. It's lunchtime. It's about to flog down, so the afternoon has been rearranged. I am nana napping, and then I'm going to go and lay in the dog's pool because it's very, very, very hot and steamy, and just the way we like it here in Australia. So let's just do a quick recap of the list. I made a list. I had a cuppa. Gonna have another one. I made a video. Happy days. Backyard adventuring. It's the way to do it. I'm not mowing the lawn. Don't care who asks. I'm not doing it. It's too hot. I did have a cuppa though. I chopped some wood. That wasn't a dismal failure, but we're going to buy a bigger saw because we can. Because we live in Australia. Alright? You with me so far? I dug a hole, and then I dug another hole. And I didn't have a cuppa because I was hot. I had a couple of glasses of water, and then I stopped for a while. I'm old, we know that. Then I made some conch, me and Cecil. We had a ball. He's a good kid, that Cecil. Now I'm going to go and barbecue a sausage because I can, because we live in Australia and we make good sausages. Then I'm going to have a nana nap because I'm old. I'm not fixing the horse float in the rain with electricity because that's unsafe and stupid. And then I'm going to finish this video off, which I'm going to end here, even though it's only lunchtime. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've stayed this long, thank you. Like and subscribe. Click on all the other channels below. Beau, Aussie legend, Teresa. Bought a paddle steamer. I mean, who buys a paddle steamer? Good on them. Good on them for maintaining some history. And I think that's it. So wherever you are, just remember, it's just the 26th of January. It's just a day. Tomorrow's another day where we can all enjoy doing what we do, where we do it, and how we do it. So give someone a hug, have a good day, plant a tree. Haven't done that yet, might do that later. And yeah, thanks for watching. I love doing this, so please stay along. enjoy the ride. See you later.